Hello and welcome to EOTO World's annual video report for fiscal year 2011 to 2012. My name is Elischia Fludd, the Executive Director of EOTO World, and I will be your guide throughout this report. This report will review the organization's progress and financial management over the last fiscal year and reveal the path forward in fulfilling our mission. First, let's take a look back for a moment to recap 3 goals established during the prior fiscal year that we have been able to make progress on. Our first goal is to increase Latin American voices through our blog, Project Speak. Our second goal was to expand community outreach to include human rights-related movie screenings. And our third goal was to launch our People of Peace program, otherwise known as POP. During the fiscal year, we served 23 activists with collaborative editing services. Our services help activists hone their messages regarding critical events and their proposed solutions to human rights and peace challenges within the field. We were able to achieve our goal of increasing voices from Latin America with a total of 15% of blog posts coming from activists throughout the region. Some highlights of posts from Project Speak include recycling wastewater, sustainable development advocacy, and life for activists in Honduras. Our goal to expand community outreach via film screenings was accomplished with the New York and LA screenings of One Day on Earth. Through Project Reachback, we were also able to provide specialized training workshops on issues related to sustainable development. Outreach through Project Reachback included the creation of an online information hub for Rio Plus 20 news and discussion platform on how to practice sustainable development, especially for North American youth. We co-coordinated a day conference for youth in New York and surrounding areas to negotiate the way forward for sustainable development as they would like to see it and effectively advocate to the UN. As a result of creating space and opportunities for youth to gain knowledge about sustainable development and craft an outcome document, this document was presented to negotiating heads of state prior to the UN Conference for Sustainable Development, also known as Rio Plus 20. Our outreach for sustainable development did not stop at the UN level. We coordinated a core group of 200 youth activists from around the world to spread the message for sustainable development through a collection of webinars and toolkits with partner organizations. All of our work throughout the fiscal year for raising awareness about sustainable development and youth needs did have some impact on the Rio Plus 20 outcome document. Activists we've worked with continue the lifelong commitment to doing all that they can to make sustainable development a fabric of life in their communities. We continue to elevate platforms for activists to share challenges and build skills to raise awareness and gain impact on their issues in secured internet spaces. Activists across North America, the Caribbean, and Africa were able to network and gain deeper insight into how to address human rights education and election violence in their areas of the world. The forum examined ways to educate against violence against women in the Caribbean and used a case study of work happening in Nigeria to construct some best practices to combat election violence. Some resolutions concluded at the forum. Our gathering of a group of activists for the forum helped Simone Lade, founder of Women Speak, strengthen her strategy to get a popular talk show known for shocking and inappropriate coverage of violence against women off the air in Trinidad and Tobago. Simone was able to extend her online outreach through EOTO World social networks, as well as keep the activist community up to date on her gains. Simone's campaign to remove the offending program from stations was successful. Today, Simone continues to educate her community on the challenges, causes, and solutions to violence against women in the Caribbean. Our goal to launch the People of Peace program was achieved on September 21st, 2011. The program curriculum began with pilot themes of art and sustainability for peace with our theme collaborator, Earth Charter International. 110 activists were trained over a 3-month period through online sessions that covered the background history of peace work and the links between physical, emotional, and psychological peace. Program participants, known as pop stars, compared world events happening at the time to methods of resolution via peace and significant impact on the practice of peace. Peace was viewed historically through artwork, music, and dance. Recommended readings and groups for all ages around the world were shared through the POP portal and online classroom, with examples on how to work toward peace. Earth Charter International held sessions that examined the significance of sustainable development and how to use the Earth Charter within a peace framework. The program concluded with ways to share peace in your community via activities, artwork, writings, and related resources. All of our work accomplished over the fiscal year was based upon availability in both restricted and unrestricted funds. 94.66% of our funds last fiscal year were restricted through in-kind donations, totaling $15,861.09. Unrestricted funds were obtained through grassroots donations from individual donors, totaling $893.71. Despite a large percentage of funds being restricted, we were able to spend more than half of our total income on our programs. We wish to thank our grassroots and in-kind donors for helping us to achieve our goals. Over the next few years, the organization will focus on mentoring anti-poverty activists working on the MDGs through the launch and running of the Gender Empowerment Zone program. We also intend to continue to contribute to the post-2015 MDG agenda on an international level. We owe our thanks and acknowledgments to the following sponsors, partners in achieving our mission, volunteer service networks, and nonprofit giving networks for their support of us throughout the fiscal year. Concluding this report are the ways you can get involved to keep the work of the organization going. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about EOTO World. We look forward to continue our work with your support.